Hey, beautiful butterflies. So I'm just pulling some cards from my collective. What does a collective need to know? I hope everyone is having a great Sunday, by the way. What does my collective need to know? Any messages from my collective? I'm also going to be doing a pregnancy reading on Wednesday or Thursday. So my new onlookers that haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if this is something that you want to see in my video. If you want to see a video of pregnancy predictions for all my mutable signs, fixed signs, and cardinal signs. So for my collective, I got the King of Cups, water energy, the Sun. I feel like big feelings, some kind of abundance of feelings, overload of emotions. That's the word I was looking for. Overload of emotions. Some kind of overload of happiness. Kind of overload of emotions. Something is coming in. And they just showed me this little baby. They're so cute. Baby. So chunky. Someone probably got like a little chunky baby. Like someone just gave birth to a baby. And that baby is so chunky and it's so cute. I feel like when they're looking at their baby, that's what they're saying. Like, this is so chunky, it's so cute. Somebody is so happy. I feel like somebody's so full of emotions right now. 9 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is a huge change in your life. Someone is going through a huge change. And someone also could have just found out that they're pregnant as well with their partner. And I feel like now they feel so fulfilled in their relationship. I feel like it could be for some people. Some people, I feel like you guys have everything else in a relationship, and some are wanting a child. You will feel like that. You will feel like that's your most happiness. I feel like every time you see a child, you get to a woman's side. You don't for those of you who don't have a child yet, and I think that's what it is. Like I feel like you have everything else, and you want a child, or right now that's the only thing that's gonna fulfill you to have a child. But I definitely feel like it's coming with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like many of you feel like children are in your destiny. Children are in your life. Even if you don't even if some of you don't get into a relationship or not fond of a relationship, I feel like you're still gonna have a child. I feel like you're either gonna do it through what is the way that they do the in vitro? The in vitro. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. Either that way or freezing your eggs to have kids. I feel like you feel like something is holding you back from this situation. Like I said, it could be also it could be for you. Some of you that you guys are having a hard time having kids, or feeling like maybe this was a sign. This is the reason, because I did have a dream about having a pregnancy read, about having pregnancy prediction. Maybe that been in a lot of the collective energy on the thoughts in the collective on having a baby. And I feel like some of you are so stuck on the negative thoughts of having a child. Like, what if you're not ready? What if everything is not perfect? Or why do you keep having trouble having kids? I feel like a lot of you guys are stuck in your head about having kids. I feel like you guys have so much negative thoughts on what could go wrong and what could happen that's negative, that is stagnating the energy of making it actually flow in for the universe to actually give you a child. Anything else for my collective on this? Clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse. Clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse. And 8 of Swords in reverse. The Moon. Like I said, you're all caught up in your feelings, and negatively though in your feelings. I feel like when the truth is revealed to you on like what you should be working on to be able to have a child, for you to be able to get back in the mindset of, or what you should be working towards, whether it's a better health, whether it's flushing out your system, whether it's getting a yoni cleanse, or just going to the doctor for a checkup. Maybe somebody may be missing something that they're not seeing. I feel like someone just needs to even pray more, to pray over their ovaries, to pray over themselves. I feel like that time is coming. I feel like somebody's just rushing it too. I think it could be also that's what I seen, like I want this new beginning, but I feel like many of you are holding on to certain things that's keeping you trapped from having this baby. Like I feel like it's still lessons that you need to learn still. And many of you feel like, you know what, I learned that lesson when I have a child, but I feel like they don't want you to bring a child in with the certain lessons that you still have not learned from. And I feel like, yes, you feeling like you released the lesson. You've released whatever you had to release, and you thinking that that's how you learned the lesson, but it's like that's not how you learned the lesson. Not releasing it, but actually feeling it, actually going through the emotion. Man, many of you endured a lot of things as children yourself as well. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel like that's what you have to heal from. It's not for you to have a child and try to use that child as a way to, like, for instance, some people they go through a lot of things as children, and as they get older, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna let my child go through this. I'm not gonna let my child do this. I'm not gonna let my child do that. I'm gonna do this with my child. And I feel like they don't give a child a chance to actually grow up and be who they want to be. And I feel like that's the energy that I'm feeling with a lot of some of the collective. Like everybody has their own spiritual path. Everybody has their own path in life, and I feel like some of you are not going to give your child that chance to actually blossom and learn the certain lessons that they need to learn, because everybody has to learn their own lesson. Everybody has to go through certain things that they go through. Everything happens for a reason. And I feel like as a parent, I feel like you got hurt so bad that you're gonna try to prevent your child from everything. Your child is not gonna have a chance to actually go into hermit mode, like I said, for you to actually because you already know what you're supposed to do. But I feel like you're not gonna give your child a chance to live life, to actually experience what needs to be experienced, because you got the chance to experience what you need to be experienced. And I feel like that's what it is emotionally. I feel like you're gonna love your child so much, especially some of you that went through miscarriages. I feel like it's gonna be so intense to the point that when you do have a child, when that child comes, you're gonna hold on really tight with that child. You're gonna be like overly cautious. And that's not where they want you. That's why they want you to heal. That's why they want you to go into hermit mode and heal. Stop trying to hide under the trauma. Stop trying to hide under and behind the trauma. Actually feel it. Go through it. So then you can be able to love correctly. Because that, I'm hearing, is not loving correctly. It's like a fearful love. Like I said, I felt like as a parent or something that had broke your heart, something you went through, whether it's abandonment issue, abuse, where you feel like you had to walk away, you had to deal with certain things at a young age. And you said that you always promised yourself that you would not go through that again. Abandonment, abuse, manipulation, a lot of things as a child. And I feel like even some of you may want to have a child just so you could be able to show, like, your parent that you're gonna be a great parent. And I feel like that's not the cause of it. That shouldn't be the reason for it. It shouldn't. I have to bring those cards out as well with my other cards. And also my collective. I just feel like you're moving into a new direction by releasing the pain, releasing the hurt that you had to endure as a child, and not taking that pain and trying to push it on your child. Emotional loss, like I said, and moving on. Sorry. Emotional loss and moving on. You see how he's holding his heart. Like, I feel like it really did. It broke your heart, like I said. It broke your heart. And now you're making decisions off of everything from your childhood. And I feel like that's what happened to you as a child. It doesn't mean it has to happen to your child. But it doesn't mean that you should swaddle your child to the point that your child can't even make certain choices by themselves. Triumph. You made it through it. Be patient. Plan. Be aware of what's happening and how are you responding to certain things, responding to certain situations. Give your life some balance, because when you start to give your life balance, you start to recognize certain things. You come out of the solitude. You come out stronger. You come in a place where you can invite love the right way, and you can show your kids how to love and how to receive love and how to give love without giving fearful love, without giving controlling love that you had to endure. Memories, like I said, it's memories that keep going through. A lot of you could see the number 111, 111. It all following through 111, 777, 7. Throat chakra, speak up. 5s, you guys could be seeing the number 5s. Some of you need to work on your throat chakra. Maybe as a child, this is something that you also had to do. Like I said, all trauma. I feel like it all boils down to something as a child. You couldn't speak up. You couldn't respond. I feel like I said, you was abandoned. You was shut down. You was shut off from a lot of things. And now you feel like having a child will be able to help you open up, will help you to be the person that you like. I feel like a lot of you could not be the person that you really want to be, and now you want to have a child, so then you could be able to expand on that child to be who you wanted to be and not who they are meant to be in this world. Sonara, can you grab those for me, please? Those 3. Partnership and alliances. No, this on the floor, please. Oh. And the other side. Thank you. And this one. This one too, baby. Sorry. Oh. Emotional withdrawal. Whoop. One more fell. Your cards are spoiled. Suffering in silence. I picked up emotional withdrawal. And you see how both of them are separating themselves, giving themselves time to actually feel what they had to endure, feel the trauma that they had to endure, actually go within, go through the dark night of the soul, so you don't have to reflect and have to respond to your child when the child comes, when it's time to have a child, when it's time to get pregnant, when it's time to even go through your pregnancy and have your child. As your child get older, you could be able to be there for your child. The solar plexus chakra. Some of you need to work on healing your solar plexus chakra. That's dealing with like I said, many of you need to deal with that trauma, to heal that trauma, so you could be able to make the proper choices, make a proper decision. Trust your intuition. Memories of love. And that was in reverse. Memories of love. Like I said, there's not a lot of love memories that you have growing up. And that's what you want to just give your child. Mental conflict. The waiting game. I feel like many of you are waiting to have a child, but I feel like you have to go through this healing first. You have to actually face it and not say that you heal from it, but actually face it. Know what you learned from it. Forgive all that you need to forgive. Understand that, okay, it's nobody's fault. And then we're releasing it 1414 at the time I said it. It's nobody's fault. But just understand things will be different when you do this healing. When you do walk in as in a different mindset of being a parent, that those are not a parent already. And those that are already a parent, you still can go through the healing. You still need the certain healing, because I see some of you guys are reflecting on the healing, especially how you respond to your kids. So sometimes when you respond to your kids, you see your parent. you respond in the same way that your parent responded with you, and then you catch yourself sometimes. I feel like even some of you realize that you hurt your kids, but it's so hard for you to go to them and apologize and say, okay, yeah, this is what it is. I was wrong, and my response could have been different. But I feel like that's that pride part because of how you grew up. Just feeling like how you grew up is causing your responses. Like, you ever think like, okay, yeah, I was wrong for yelling at my child. Well, I was wrong for actually going that hard and saying, like, you know what, let me apologize. So this also teaches your child something, but it's hard for you to do that again because of the fact that it just feel weird to you. It feel weird to you, or it just feel like, you know, you just don't know how to respond to it. You don't know how to actually, you do know how to, but I just feel like you just feel a little, what's the word? You just feel like, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you just get a feeling spiritually, you know that's what you're supposed to do. You know you're supposed to apologize. You know you responded very aggressively. You know this is not the way that you want to respond, or the way you want to go about things or communicate with your kid. It was 16. And not your kid, your child. And you want your child to see a different view. You don't want this. You don't want how your parent responded with you. You don't want that same way to respond with your kids. So, collective, this is what I have for you, and I hope you guys resonated with this reading. I hope you like this reading. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Especially don't forget to comment to let me know if this resonated. All you have to say is it resonated in the comments. Don't forget to look out for Wednesday and Thursday when I put up the pregnancy prediction, the baby reads. And I'll see you again in another video. Bye.